and you could hear him.
Yeah.
So this track, while sealed, is got a very, very firm bottom. It's wet fast. And so he got over it great. And the time itself, while impressive, isn't what impressed me. It was the fact that he did it so easily and so relaxed.
Well, I mean, it's an off track, so you take everything you see here with a grain of salt. I mean, if an off track comes up, this is probably good knowledge for down the line. Mudflats, what are you expecting from him in this workout?
Well, I don't know what kind of horse he is. He's from New York. He broke his maiden really impressively. Then they threw him in a stake, and that was not something that he was ready for. He did not run well.
It wasn't like he got beat. He didn't show up.
He didn't show up at all. So, and if you watch him move, you see from the head on, he doesn't move the same as Golden Sense.
Sure.
I mean, you can see that. He's got his head turned. His action isn't nearly as fluid. And this is not a bad horse, don't get me wrong. It just kind of accentuates how impressive Golden Sense is.
Boy, it's a night and day to me how he's handling this off track as well. I mean, you saw Golden Sense skip over it, and it looks kind of like he's spinning his wheels around the far turn.
He doesn't look like he's really grabbing at that well. He's got his head cocked. Obviously, the rider does not want to turn him loose. And 24 and 4 for the opening quarter, and down the lane under a nice hold, but
stamina drill, it looks like here, because I mean that's 2 seconds slower.
Yeah, I mean he's obviously not being asked for anything, and he's still got his head turned a little bit, and he's going to go much slower here.
Yeah,
49-31, 49 and a fifth. Now he's going to chirp to him and ask him to go. He's not really negotiating that turn all that well. Still trying to get out just a little bit, and
5/8 time, just over 101.
Yeah. And not a pretty mover, and it's kind of unfortunate that he had to work right behind Golden Sense. Will make anybody look ordinary, really, when you think about it.
It's like the slam dunk contest going behind LeBron.
Exactly. But based on his last race, he still has that horse has a lot to prove, because I won't say he was exposed in his last race, but he did not run well, and now you have to figure, well, what do we have? And I guess we're going to find out soon enough.
Yeah, I don't, night and day to me on those two workouts.
Yeah.
Night and day on those two workouts, and Julian Leparoux pulling up Mudflats down the backstretch, and you can tell he's still looking sideways.
Yeah. Well, there are things they can do. I mean, they can maybe put blinkers on him or change a bit or do something. I don't know.
Let's grade them. You grade your selections on HRTV.com on the player page.
Right.
Grade these workouts. Give me a grade for Golden Sense.
A+.
A+?
Can't work any better.
All right.
Can't work any better.
Give me a grade for Mudflats. And remember, he had to follow Golden Sense, so be easy on him.
C-.
Yeah?
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's passing.
Well, I don't flunk anybody.
Really, Professor Siegel? That's not true. Don't even let him fool you. Laurel race number 4 has already crossed the finish line. Obviously, we're going to owe you that race.
God, I'm really harsh because I have horses too.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want anybody grading my horses.
No,
so
I tell you what,
you put me on the spot.
And you flunked people before.
Right.
Trust me, I've sat here and listened to it. So we'll go back to Laurel. We'll get you that race on tape delay. Race number 2 at Oaklawn. 14 minutes away, so we'll get you to Hot Springs. Race number 5 at Aqueduct. Horses approaching the starting gate here for the Big A, a 12-5 claimer, and we've got a 6-5 favorite drawn toward the inside.
Yeah. By the way, I'm doing this by memory, and I may be wrong.
Okay.
Someone can tell me inside if I'm right. Does Rick Pitino own part of Golden Sense?
I think you're correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll call him up and.
I don't know if I'd call him today.
They got beat.
They were getting beat
by Georgetown. Okay. Last I heard, it was
not sure I'd call him
a 3-point game with 5 minutes to play.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did. Maybe this will perk him up. Anyway.
All right, race number 5. If somebody logged on to the website for race number 5 at Aqueduct, they would find who was your selection
Willie
and
Pay.
what grade.
Well, 6